What is happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we march on to Southampton, and of course this is going to be a very, very difficult game in my opinion. Southampton are languishing at the bottom of the league. They've recently changed managers. Last season they just about survived in the Premier League, and nothing's going their way this season. But knowing how things are for Arsenal, of course, this season has been absolutely fantastic. Knowing how things go for us, we may find ourselves on the receiving end of a terrible result, of course, which is what we don't want. But, of course, as I said, the game against Southampton is going to be an extremely tricky one. Of course, we have a couple of suspensions we need to deal with. Mustafi, to begin with. He's one of the suspended players, and it's going to be absolutely terrible that we're missing Mustafi, as well as the fact that we will be missing Socrates. He's also suspended, so that makes off a tricky start straight away within this particular game. How Unai Emery is going to play that, I don't know. Who else can come in and cover those gaps? Of course, Koscielny has just come back. Unai Emery has been speaking and actually saying that Koscielny may find himself starting on Sunday, which will be the most likely thing that will take place. But is he ready to play in the Premier League? Of course, Qarabag was a walk in the park. It was an easy game when we saw him out on Thursday night. Really didn't get tested, but it obviously gave him those minutes, those crucial minutes underneath his belt, which he needed. He had been training for the last 8 weeks prior to making his first team return. So this time round, if he does get included into the first team, it's going to be an extremely important game. And December is not the month to be dropping points, because I believe if we drop pace with the other teams and if we start dropping points, then our chances for the top four will start to diminish. So I'm not too sure how Unai Emery will certainly play this one, but it's going to be an extremely difficult game, I do believe, moving forward. Southampton will be fired up. It seems as if every single team that face Arsenal believe that they can go into each game and be able to beat us. But of course, this season we've proved a completely different beast. This was the case last season, so hopefully teams are starting to respect us and obviously see how we've actually evolved in the last few months, really, since Unai Emery took over. So of course I will be doing a predicted starting 11, and obviously in goal, it's a no-brainer. We will definitely be seeing Bernd Leno returning in goal. At right back, Hector Bellerin, again, no-brainer. So in the central defensive roles, I do believe either Unai Emery will opt for Nacho Monreal, who made an appearance on Thursday, or he will opt for Stefan Steiner in the central defensive roles. It's going to be tricky, of course. It's going to be extremely tricky with either one of those two. And I believe if one of those two guys start, they will be partnered with Koscielny. Again, very tricky. He's not got a lot of games underneath his belt. He will need to be on his A game if he does start this game. At left back, it will most likely be Kolasinac. Or Unai Emery may opt for back three, which will include Monreal, Stefan Steiner and Koscielny, and have those two guys I've mentioned, Bellerin and Kolasinac, as the wing backs. In the middle of the park, again, no-brainer, Xhaka Torreira. Fantastic pairing that we've got there. Up top, Aubameyang, Lacazette. I hope he will start both of them, and we may see Ozil return to the team. Of course, he did make an outing during the game against Qarabag. Extremely laboured, extremely jaded, but hopefully he will sort of start to improve the more minutes that he gets underneath his belt. We've obviously got also Aaron Ramsey, who's due to come back from an ankle injury, so maybe he may feature. We might see Iwobi or Mkhitaryan, one of those two, start in this game either. So I don't know how the boss is going to play this one, but the suspensions and the injury to Rob Holding have definitely put a spanner in the works, and it's going to be an extremely difficult game. So let's just take a look at the league table. I'm going to bring the league table up now. So currently we're sitting on 34 points, and that's equal on points with Chelsea, 5 goal difference. Tottenham are obviously 2 points ahead at 36. I'm not going to start talking about Man City and Liverpool. They're obviously competing amongst themselves. The only reason I wouldn't do that is purely because I can't see us catching them really at this point in the season. Maybe later on things may change, but for now I can't see us catching them. Of course, with the other two teams I've mentioned, we will be battling for a top 4 spot. Either Arsenal, Chelsea or Tottenham will miss out on that top 4 spot. but it's an extremely interesting race that we have at the moment. So those two teams, of course, they've obviously got their own key fixtures coming up as well. So let me just take a look who Chelsea will be facing this season, and hoping that they will be able to drop points, but I doubt that they'll be dropping points against Brighton. They will be facing Brighton on Sunday, and let's see who Tottenham will be playing. Tottenham will be facing, give me a second, Tottenham will be facing Burnley. So in theory, those are 3 points for each of those teams, and it is very, very vital, I do believe, that we actually keep pace with these teams. If we drop points, we'll find ourselves in trouble. Man United, of course, at the moment, they're no threat. They are lying in 6th, and they do have 26 points, so that's 8 points behind us. But if we start dropping points against the Chelseas and the Tottenhams, then we'll find ourselves getting adrift in this top 4 race. So hopefully we can get those 3 points, and the best result over the weekend will be either one of those two teams to draw. That will be the best result for us moving forward. But of course, you never know, this is football, so fingers crossed we will get a result at Southampton. My predicted score on the day, I believe we can win 3-1 away to Southampton, but again, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be an easy game. Their manager has had a week, again, another week to prepare and get things ready for this particular game with his new team. So hopefully they haven't done enough preparations, and we can find ourselves on the winning side. So as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.